Hello, grandparents and grandchildren. This is the Gran-NaNa. I'm coming on my YouTube page because I know it's going to be more than some 30 seconds. And then at the same time, I got to be answering some of these questions that people done sent me. So let's go ahead on and get started. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. Some of these questions is way out there. I had to find a way to bring them on in and set it on down so I could get my point across. So let's just go and have a little fun and get this thing done, shall we? The first question that was sent to the Gran-NaNa is all of those things real that you be talking about? Honey, I got that answer, Mo. I'm going to let you know now. Some days I got to change the outcome because, sometimes us grandparents, we forget what's going on, and we got to get somewhere and take that little bedroom shoe and put it away for a rainy day, if you know what I mean. So now I have to revise some things because some of those outcomes I can't say on camera. How about that? All right. Second question. How many grandchildren do you really have? Honey, I got more than what I want to count. But that's because back in the day, the Gran-NaNa was like the neighborhood Medea. Little cheering, big cheering, all kind of cheering. They come on in. They get a good hot meal. Some of them stay with me for a few months. They sleep in a bed. Some of them decide to sleep on the floor. I always had food and love coming in the house. Some children just came to sit down in my kitchen floor and conversate with me because they needed somebody to understand. Granted, I want their mama. Granted, I want their Gran-NaNa. But I was Miss Melvina or Miss ABCDEFG. My neighborhood name, my hood name is called Clawma. You know why? Because once I got hold of you, I won't gonna let you go. It was all in love. All right. Question number 3. Is there a grandpapa? Honey, there ain't no grandpapa. I got a Gran-NaNa. And then I call my other half the papa. Not the grandpapa, but the papa. Because every now and then, papa stands on up to the plate. Who you think paid these 2 front teeth off of Gran-NaNa's credit card? It was the papa. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Somebody asked me, Gran-NaNa, what do you like to do in your spare time? Honey, if you have seen the Gran-NaNa in person, the first thing you gonna know is Gran-NaNa like to eat. Don't get me wrong now. I might not be all of this, but Gran-NaNa got a little weight on her. But that's all right, because everybody in my family, we wear it well. All right. Gran-NaNa, have you ever thought about doing some things in person? Honey, if I can, I will. If I could, I would. I maybe someday be able to, but I don't think it's right now. Because ain't no demand for the Gran-NaNas in the world to come on out in the public and keep it real with the peoples. You know what I'm saying? The Gran-NaNas go way back to the big mamas and the grannies and everything else that you used to call that patriarch or matriarch of your family. Everybody had a name. But for right now, Gran-NaNa has not had any requests to give the message in person. All right? Gran-NaNa, you seem so happy all the time. Honey, there have been some days when the Gran-NaNa was what? Clink, clink, broke down, heavy burden, laden with frustration, wanting to cry, calling her to the Lord. Jesus, help me. But because I want to let the people know that being a Gran-NaNa is fun and everything, I can't bring all my issues to the screen. I mean, let's keep it real, people. We all done been through something, haven't we? Haven't we? Yes, we have. But now I got to take it to church with you. It ain't nothing but the grace of God that's keeping me going. You understand what I'm saying? Because back in the day, Gran-NaNa was something for the people. So now I'm just here by the blessings of God's grace and mercy to be here for my family and my friends. I got these grandchildren that I want to be able to see grow up and have good, productive lives. My children, biological, and the children that came into my family through love. I want to still be here for them. So, What's that song? Don't worry, be happy. I think that's the one by what's that dude? I don't know who that dude is. Y'all know. Don't worry, be happy. Be happy now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Y'all know the song, all right? Okay, all right. Whew. Gran-NaNa, do you have any stories about you? Yes, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Let me share something with you. Back in the day when Gran-NaNa was just a teenager, she had this crush on this boy. That boy didn't give a flying flip about the Gran-NaNa back in the day, but Gran-NaNa, she liked him, okay? I was feeling him. I'm like, oh, I think he'd make a good boyfriend. So what did I do? I stole my mama's car. Yes, I did. I snuck out the house, rigged some stuff so they wouldn't know I had left. And I went to see this boy, and on the way back home, coming through the back way, so won't nobody see the Gran-NaNa. I accidentally put my foot on the gas when I should have put it on the brake. The daggone car went over the little guardrail right there. I climbed out, walked to the nearest house. I couldn't call my house because I had sneakily, that's a new word, sneakily unplugged the telephone. So then I had to call my neighbor, ask my neighbor to go over to the house, wake up my daddy, and let my daddy know that I had wrecked the car. Lord have mercy, Jesus. My daddy, who is no longer with us, he was 6'3". He hit every bit of 275, 280. The hood name for my daddy was Big Dog. Woo woo. Big Dog. So here come my daddy to the place where I done total lost the car. And he picked me up. We had to call the po-po. My daddy, being my daddy, God rest his soul. This was one time I know he went to bat for me. He told the police that he was driving the car, and he misplaced the gas for the brake. They didn't ask why the big wood truck was there, because back in the day, my daddy used to cut some pup wood. Some of y'all know what pup wood is, don't you? I know you do. I went to court. A couple years later to get my driver's license. I was there. The judge that was in front of me, he said, well, here you go. Here your driver's license. My daddy reached his hand out. Ticket. He said, I got this. Just like it. I got this. I couldn't drive until I became a senior in high school. By that time, I was driving a 1972 Oldsmobile station wagon that could seat 9 people and maybe 10 or 11 on a good day. Years later, the Gran-NaNa got to working in the court system. Who did she run into? That same judge. You know what he told the people? Y'all better watch her. Y'all better watch her. It was like, Miss Register, because my name was registered in. What did you do? I said, man, I stole a car. I stole my mama's car. Now, I was a case manager, so when the kids on my caseload found out, they was like, oh, man, Miss Register stole a car. Yo, they was like, okay, she one of us. She ain't no case manager. She a case manager that pulls some stuff. I got some street cred. I got some mad respect for the kids on my caseload. That was a pivotal moment when they saw me more than just a case manager. They knew I was coming for the real. So, yeah. All right. 2 more questions. One of my questions are, Gran-NaNa, how does your children feel about you getting on the videos and talking about them? My kids done already let me know I got limits and boundaries. Some things I can say, some things I can't. My youngest little grandchildren, I can't put Shawty up on the screen as of yet. My son and his girlfriend have already let me know that is not prohibited. But them other 2, yeah, them things be jumping off the chain sometimes. Sometimes I have to calm them down before I can even do my videos around them. So, and the last question, Gran-NaNa, you are so funny, but I noticed You don't say any bad words. When I'm going to say some cuss words for? I mean, come on. That's what they got out here now. A whole lot of these comedians and people, they cussing, they throwing some things up in the air, because they want people to find it funny, find it humorous. They want to make their mark. The Gran-NaNa's mark is this. I know a whole lot of cuss words. We all do. But that don't mean I got to use them. I want to have some clean fun. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff you can sit back and laugh to without having to hear all that. Woo! You ain't got to hear all of that to have a laugh. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm trying at the same time as I'm having fun, I want to reach out to people, let people know. It's all right being the Gran-NaNa. It's all right having fun and you ain't got to cuss. It's all right just keeping it real sometime with life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to cuss in order to get my point across. Back in the day, let's just keep it real here now. Now, back in the day, when the Gran-NaNa was tore up, when she got pissed off, Gran-NaNa would come through there and do what? I would be cleaning it out. I'm telling you now. You talking about somebody want to throw down? Let's go ahead on and do it. Let's go to the yard. Let's go to the parking lot. Let's do what you got to do. But see, now that I'm in my 50s, closer to 60 than 50, I want to be able to sit back and have some laughs. I ain't got to tear up nothing. I ain't got to cuss nobody out. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be blessed by the best. I must confess, being a Gran-NaNa ain't easy. Bye.